Change fractions to decimals and vice versa. Fractions can be converted to decimals by simply dividing the numerator by the denominator. In that case, the numerator is the dividend and the denominator is the divisor. And this was done here. 9 divided by 4 will give you 2.25. Okay, 4 is the divisor and 9 is the dividend, because 4 is in the denominator and 9 is the numerator. Fractions to decimal. Now, decimals can be converted to fractions by multiplying. So we all know multiplication is the reverse process of, or the reverse operation of dividing. So to change a decimal to a fraction, you have to multiply. So you multiply the decimal by number 1. Now, we're not just any number 1. A number 1 which is made up of multiples of 10, containing the same number of zeros as a number of decimal places. Then you simplify. Okay, so let's do that then. So here we have 2.25, which is a decimal. And we want to convert 2.25 back to a fraction. So as the instructions say, we have to take 2.25. Let's do that. And multiply 2.25 by 1. Now there is a million different ways to represent the number 1. All right. Number 1 could be written as just a simple 1. 1 over 1 is 1. Okay. 1 divided by 1 is 1. 10 divided by 10 is 1. So if I multiply 2.25 by 10 over 10, I am multiplying 2.25 by 1. So that does not change the value of 2.25, because in the multiplication rule, we know that one of the properties of multiplying by 1 is that the value does not change. 5 ones are 5. 8 ones are 8. So 2.25 by 1 is 2.25. No, 1 here is 10 divided by 10. Okay. Now we say we have to multiply by that special fraction, multiples of 10, that has the same number of zeros as the number of decimal places. So this 2.25 has 2 decimal places, 2 places after the decimal point, 1, 2. So we have to multiply 2.25 by a number 1 made up of multiples of 10, but with the same number of zeros as the number of decimal places. So because we have 2 places after the decimal point, the 2 and the 5, we need 2 zeros. 100 divided by 100 is 1. So therefore, we have not changed the value of 2.25 because we are multiplying by 100 divided by 100. Now, when you multiply in fractions, you have to multiply the numerator by the numerator and the denominator by the denominator. 2.25 has a denominator. The denominator of 2.25 is 1, because any number divided by 1 is the number itself. Properties of 1, dividing by 1 does not change the value that you started with. So I can rewrite 2.25 with a denominator of 1 to facilitate the multiplication of numerator times numerator. Okay, 2.25 times 100, that will shift the decimal places 2 places to the right. That's a very popular rule of multiplying by multiples of 10, is that the decimal place shift 2 places according to the number of zeros. So because you have 2 zeros, we're going to have 2 places the point have to shift towards the right. So we're going to get 225. 100 times 2.25 is 225. And 1 times 100 is 100. So here we have 2.25 as a fraction. That's 2.25 divided by 100. Now, we're going to simplify now. Okay. We're going to divide both the denominator and the numerator by the highest common factor. Okay. That is the number that can go into both 100 and 225, the highest of them all. And this is 25. Okay. So 25 divided by 100 and 25, 100 divided by 25 and 225 divided by 25. So once you divide both the numerator and the denominator by the same factor, by the same number, the value itself, the value of the fraction does not change, it just simplifies. So 225 divided by 25 is 9, and 100 divided by 25 is 4. So we get back our fraction. 2.25 as a fraction is 9 divided by 4. Okay, so we can easily write this down here. 2.25 is the same as 9 over 4. Please be writing this. Any math video that you are looking at, you need to be putting pen, pencil to paper. And that's the only way you can acquire the knowledge, replay the video, and actually do it. And you can try an example. You can try it with, let us see, 3.75. Try it with 3.75. Try it out. You can create your own example. All right. So you're going to multiply 3.75. Multiply. And guess what? We are going to multiply by, and then you continue. 3 dots. So try out this example and to make sure that you can actually convert decimals to fractions.